And we back, and we back, and we back, and we back. It's Tuesday, NXT day. So, of course, that means NXT recap. But we got to watch the main event, right? Right.
Oh, absolutely. You already know how we get it down. Like, it's...
We got Pete Dunne versus Wesley versus Joe Hendry. And the winner of this faces Ethan Page.
Ethan Page. And he's sitting ringside.
Bro, it's some real good wrestlers in that ring right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And Pete Dunne had a war last night on Monday Night Raw.
Right.
So, shout outs to him for,
showing up to work. Because guess what? I've known people to show up to work enduring less than he did. Him and Sheamus put the paws on each other last night.
Ooh, something beautiful. That was crazy.
Super stiff.
But I'm happy.
Joe Hendry got both of them up. Double fall away into the kip up.
That's you're right.
This is what I was saying. We needed Joe Hendry in the ring. The promos are cool. The concerts are cool. It was my Jacob Fatu thing. We need to see him wrestle.
I think sometimes I want to see, because he didn't win it in NXT, right? He didn't win it in TNA. He was just in their world title match not too long ago, at their last pay-per-view, matter of fact. I would have liked to seen him had one and then came over here and challenged, kind of like how we had the Jordan Grace. Because I would hate for him to win the NXT title, but he couldn't win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It could be.
Well, none of the TNA stars got a defining win or nothing that elevated them in this kind of collaboration. But Joe Hendry was over when he first stepped into the building.
It's the very moment, that elimination battle royal.
And he was only in that for 5 seconds.
They packed him up, man. They packed my dog up. And
I love Pete. Like I tell you, it's my 3 people I loved in NXT. I love Pete Dunne in NXT. I love Tommaso Ciampa in NXT. And I love the Undisputed Era in NXT.
Oh, you got them both? Pete Dunne, man, the bruiserweight. Man.
That's a cold moniker name to give yourself.
Yes. And I'm not mad about it. I love it.
And for those who just tuning in, this is the NXT Attitude Era podcast recap. We go live during the main event of these shows, PLEs, weekly shows, it don't matter. While the main event is on, we watch the main event with y'all, then we get right into talking about the whole card. Ooh. And even though we've had such a busy and exciting week, our Bret Hart interview has swept the globe. If you haven't seen it and you're watching this on YouTube, go watch it after this, of course. And if you're not on YouTube, slide by YouTube and check out our interview with Bret Hart. And we just put out a new piece of content about Cody Rhodes, new title, maybe.
New title.
And it involves one of our partners here on Attitude Era Podcast, Gamaj, because Gamaj and Cody Rhodes, there are 2 winged, you heard me right, winged heavyweight titles that exist in this world. One belongs to Cody Rhodes.
Let him watch I love watching the show, bro.
No, I'm saying they gotta know. They gotta know.
No, they gonna know when they know when they know. You know what I'm saying?
They gotta go see. They got. We have evidence. We got photo evidence of what I'm saying. So check out that. So yeah, even though we got stuff going on. That HP just cut me off, man.
I thought you was about to give away the goose. I'm like, oh no, they gotta.
Yeah, but they ain't seen it. Y'all ain't seen it.
They ain't seen it, but it's better when you see it firsthand. You know what I'm saying? It's better when you see it firsthand, because you see how if my face could have been in that monitor, I couldn't even believe. I swear to you, I could not believe my eyes, and I promise you,
Joe Hendry has to win this, right?
You know what? I kind of feel like that. But
it doesn't hurt Pete Dunne, even though he lost last night. Pete Dunne and Ethan Page might cook, though.
And that I was about to say, I won't be mad if Pete Dunne wins. if Wesley wins, I'm like, why? He just lost to Obafemi, went straight to tags, and somehow popped up in this by beating people. Like,
well, I thought he was going to do something with the Rascals.
It was looking like it. Maybe he was going to pop up in TNA. Maybe they're still working that, though. Maybe the end is not over for that saga. Ooh, it looked like they're a little awkward, but
Joe Hendry can wrestle. And that's what I wanted people to see. Like, he's not just a gimmick.
Look at this asshole here. Ethan Page.
Oof.
Oh. Yo, he spiked. Yo, what?
That looked a little rough.
That. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
Ooh, table don't break. When the table don't break, your back is broken.
Spinal. He twitching. He's shaking like a Walking Dead zombie.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I wouldn't be mad to see Pete Dunne do this and win the world and win the NXT title because you had him beat Trick.
Ooh,
no, that don't look too healthy.
Ethan, look at Ethan, man.
Oh my God, he just screwing this dude. Ethan Page ego ass is just screwing Joe Hendry.
He's a heel, bro.
You ain't lying. Oh, but would you rather face Pete Dunne?
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Trick.
Trick
Williams.
I thought he wasn't even on the show, bro.
Trick Williams. With a little bit of payback.
With a little bit of pay. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Trick Williams.
Facts. And No Mercy, we got Joe Hendry versus All Ego Ethan Page. I'm for it. I'm for it. I'm for it.
That's gonna cook.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's gonna be some. That's gonna be some. What they say? There's gonna be some smoke in the city.
Smoke in the city.
Yo, the Rascals is. Oh snap!
I done went to Twitter to tweet out the live. What am I missing,
Bruh, the Rascals done popped up in the ring. They trying to catch Wesley slip. They did because the little copyright symbol came on the TV like they was about to go off, and my man just jumped over the barricade. Then they crowd chanting, "Let them fight! Let them fight!" I'm with it. They getting busy in Orlando, Nats, and they go off the air, and just like that, ladies and gentlemen,
we got action. You just joining in. You got the video queued up, HP?
You already know, man.
Okay, this is the NXT Attitude Era podcast recap. We just watched the main event, and we gonna get right into it right after this.
This is DNA, and y'all checking out my show Top 5. You got a top 5? I got a top 5. But let's see whose top 5 is better. Good night. Good night.
Brr, it's cold food with the Archie Carter. A wrestling match, a return, a battle, something that you were looking forward to because you knew it was going to be hot. And when you got it, well, it wasn't. That's cold food, and I'm here to talk about it. It's cold food with the Archie Carter. Hey, waiter, this cold.
King HP, and here we're gonna look at wrestlers that couldn't get the job done. We're gonna look at it. Why didn't they win? What happened? And because it's near fall, we're gonna see if we can get them some gold. Remember, the referee's decision is final.
The doors to the church are now open. I am the Archie Carter. That is King HP. This is Attitude Era Podcast NXT recap. And if you're just joining in, we just watched the main event go off the air right into the recap. HP. We finally saw our guy, Trick Williams, back. No shirt. I don't think he owns shirts, but he's back.
He got none, bro. His closet just pants.
His closet just pants.
His pants. Like, hey, bro, you want to go down
and
get
what
these
we getting you for Christmas, Trick Williams? A nice little, some t-shirts, some Uniqlo joints. We ain't gonna go cheap. We gonna get some nice little Uniqlo joints. But at No Mercy, we got Joe Hendry versus All Ego Ethan Page. I like it.
I'm with you, bro. I wouldn't have been mad if Pete Dunne would have cracked in that, but it looks like Trick might have some unfinished business with Pete Dunne. I'm not mad at that.
First of all, Pete Dunne just being able to have this match tonight is incredible because he had a banger with Sheamus last night on Monday Night Raw, and they were working stiff. They were hitting each other. It went down, but I wouldn't have been mad either. What you say?
What you call him? The brute? Well, not what you call him,
the
but
cruiserweight.
Cruiserweight. Like, he proved that title. That ain't no man. You can keep it. You can keep it.
So yeah, No Mercy is shaping up to be nice because one of our favorites is getting a title shot, the women's title. But we're gonna get into it. This main event was absolutely good. Ethan Page is doing what he's supposed to do, and that's be somebody you want to punch in the face. He's a great heel. So I think people starting to see why he's the champ. He fits the role. As much as we love Trick, the story is finally progressing, and then the Rascals popped up at the end. I missed that part, HP, because I was trying to let people on Twitter know that we live. So what happened?
No, thanks. But the funniest part is the copyright came on the bottom. I almost took it off, and Buddy just jumped over right. I was like, oh, I almost turned it off because so they a lot of little surprise. They packed a lot into these 2 hours.
The notes, we send notes in the group chat, so we know what we each other kind of thinking, and the notes was like 3 messages long tonight. NXT gives you a lot in 2 hours.
Quality.
They give you something going into commercial, coming out of commercial. The segments is something before the segment, something after the segment. They give you a lot.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. And it's quality over quantity, right? This, even though it's a lot, it's quality. And again, it's a developmental league. It don't feel like it.
Not tonight.
Feel like it.
Not tonight.
Yeah. When was the last bad NXT show?
It's been a while.
I think it's some bad SmackDowns. I can't even go back and think of a couple Raws that were lackluster. But NXT has been a minute.
We can think of a lot of SmackDowns.
And that's crazy to watch. Shawn Michaels, Ethan Page, Trick Williams, Roxanne Perez, Lola Vice, Sol Ruka, Chase U, Oba Femi West. Like these, and that's no slight to anyone I didn't name. I'm just off the top of my head just throwing names out there. They are putting on at a consistent clip. So it's almost like, yeah, I get it. Main roster, everyone wants to get there. That's you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, exactly, Vinny, HBK been cooking. Vinny Andretti, you know what I'm saying? Members, maybe sure I'll get that on the screen. That's a priority. That's one of them little perks, you know what I'm saying? But he's been cooking. And the main event, man, listen. I just want to know, where's Pete Dunne gonna end up? Is he staying on NXT? Is he gonna be like a tweener like Machine?
Probably not. Just like we saw Ilya. I don't know. Really, I don't know, because we saw the Good Brothers tonight. So I don't know. We're gonna get into it. I'm just trying to get this main event covered because we was wondering. DNA asked where was Trick tonight, and he popped up at the end. So
popped up at the end with no shirt. If you got a picture with Trick Williams with a shirt, let it be known, because I'm starting to believe the brother ain't got no shirt. He got vest, he got some shirt, but I mean, when you were the champ for as long as he was and holding it down, I mean, Trick Williams is still.
Let's be honest. if we look like Trick Williams, we wouldn't wear shirts either.
I do look like Trick Williams.
I look like Trick Daddy. So
I look like Buck Williams. You know what I'm
and
saying?
you don't know that who pie better than me. But that was the main event that set us up. Was probably going to be the main event at No Mercy, which will be Ethan Page versus Joe Hendry, and
Fire.
I don't know how to call it. I'm not even going to try. So
but we got predictions we got to do so. But it's next Sunday.
Yeah, we got time.
Next Sunday.
We got. So I'm just trying to make sure I got everybody tagged, and I'm just gonna send the post out. Hey, we live. We're gonna get to the show. The show started with a backstage beatdown.
Yeah,
we had Izzy Dane. She put paws on Karma Petrovic.
I wonder, was she ever supposed to be in that gauntlet to begin with?
I don't know. But later on, she tried to get her spot, and we'll get to who took her place. But that's how the show started. Mm-hmm. And after that footage, we saw Chase U, your new NXT Tag Team Champions, Chase U in the ring.
In the ring.
Celebrating their victory. And I've been saying Chase U was going to do it, and they did it.
They did do it.
They did it.
And I'm going to be honest. I should always be honest. Why would I lie, right? But, like, I feel like in NXT, these tag titles have legitimacy. The fact that they celebrated those tag wins on the shoulders like it was the world title.
That was crazy.
That's how it should always be for any title, though. The
only thing they were missing was like the streamers that they throw in Japan. They made that seem like a huge deal. But in the middle of this celebration, the former champs came out, Frazier and Axum, and it was like,
you got something to say.
We just lost that. Them titles still smell like us. We need to. They still smell like us. We need, you know what I'm saying? So that set up a match between Duke Hudson and Riley from Chase U versus Frazier and Axiom. And if Frazier and Axiom win, they get a rematch. So they get into the match. Bro, I say this every week. People might look at Axiom because, you know, he's the masked guy, but the moves that Nate Frazier does in that ring, they're straight out of WWE 2K24.
Facts.
Like he just goes for it. One of my favorite wrestlers is Ray Phoenix because of the way he just makes things look effortlessly. Nathan Frazier does the same thing. He could easily go to AAA, any other company and probably be a luchador champion. But Frazier, he be cooking. But they had a match. They had the match for the rematch. Frazier and Axum won, so they getting their rematch. So.
And it was a good clean. But I wanted to bring up a point too for those who are like, I'm not sure, I'm not sold on NXT and stuff, right? Let me give you a match. Go to Peacock, go to NXT. It's like 2 weeks ago, maybe last week or a week before. It was the Rascals, all three members, versus Axiom, Frazier, and Javion Evans.
The young OG.
You're in for a treat. Yeah, and you're in for a treat. And
if you want to see some real good work, some of your favorite stars, Seth Rollins, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Braun Breaker, Sami Zayn, Bianca Belair, some of their best matches were in NXT.
And if you want to, you know what's crazy? Now that you're talking about that, when you look at like the alma mater, right? Like of, you know, wrestling now, which is NXT, that list of people you see, that's the top tier. But wait, they were all in NXT. So
and there are more. That's just people I can think of, but there are more.
Yeah.
You got to think the first like NXT class was the one where I believe Bo Dallas was the champ. This is years ago.
Bo Dallas can wrestle. People, we that's another person we forget. But
we're gonna see Monday because he wrestling Chad Gable. But we're gonna get there. So they go after the match. There's a backstage segment between Izzy Dane. She's trying to take Carmen's spot in the gauntlet match, and it's a little tussle about that. But while this is going on, your girl Wendy Chu makes her way to the ring.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I think that Wendy Chu has a lot of potential. I would love to see her go into the Wyatts, but that's just my thing. She's gonna be very down. I thought she wrestled a little bit slower from when I noticed when I first took notice to her. Like,
You sleepy, dog.
she is.
You
But I
try
just
to
thought it was.
wrestle sleepy.
I wrestle sleep, and I lose every time.
So before Wendy gets to the ring, we get a Brinley Reese. They say, hey, you can't do this, Izzy. We're gonna put Brinley Reese in this gauntlet, and this gauntlet is to determine who faces Roxanne Perez at No Mercy. So it's Brinley Reese gets the spot, and then we get a Lola Vice, Wendy Chu match, and bro, the NXT women
top tier, bro,
cooking.
And I don't mean that in like the look.
They cooking Sunday dinner, Big Mama house. They cooking greens, beans, potatoes, ham, jam, hog. They cooking.
You know it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at it. Shawn Michaels got this is like pay-per-view PLE type stuff we're getting on a weekly.
The quality of the matches is at one time it was a little clunky, but that's what it is. They working this out. We get to see these people, stars, athletes, male, female, develop in real time. That's hard when your on the job training is in front of the world.
Ain't no take him in the back, let him develop. No, in front of the world.
I worked for Pepsi once upon a time, people. And one time I was making a delivery to the store and I flipped the whole pallet of Pepsi everywhere. It was Pepsi from the grocery aisle to the baby department in this store. I was embarrassed. Now imagine if I had done that in front of the world. It's probably still Pepsi on the floor somewhere. So getting your on-job training and people seeing your highs, lows, your ebbs and flows, your blunders, your plunders, your mistakes, that could be a little bit much. So
especially in 2024 where you have the internet.
And it don't die. Nothing dies.
No.
So know who died tonight? Lola Vice's chances of winning because Wendy Chu put her to sleep with the pillow and a crossbody. So Wendy Chu wins, and then another one of your favorites pop up. Kalani Jordan challenges Wendy Chu. Your champion challenged somebody, which is a little different. We don't normally see champions challenge people.
No. I'm trying to think.
Unless it's an open challenge. This wasn't an open challenge to where you can answer my call. This is a hey, I want you. So and they got a little physical, but we're gonna see two of your favorites, HP.
Yo, I can't make
who you rolling with?
I'm going to go with Wendy Chu off the top, but my prediction video may change when it drops. But right now, I'm gonna go with Wendy Chu.
That's two of your absolute favorites, and
I love both of them. Yeah, I love them both, and that's hard for me to say because I love Kalani.
Hey, you got a few days to think about it. So after Wendy Chu and Kalani Jordan have their interactions, got physical. We got two backstage promos. One from Joe Hendry, he popping his pop, he talking his talk. One from Wesley, they talking they talk because the main event, as you saw, maybe you didn't see, was Pete Dunne versus Wesley versus Joe Hendry for the #1 contender to face All Ego Ethan Page at No Mercy. And it was a lot of heavy talking tonight on this show. That promo work, it must have been promo week down in NXT.
But you know what? I saw something recently that said Triple H monitors social medias during shows, right? And I only bring that up because SmackDown is like their go-home show before the last pay-per-view, SummerSlam, didn't feel like it. We're a week out from No Mercy. No Mercy is next Sunday, not this Sunday. But it feel like they can have No Mercy tomorrow. The way
it felt like a go-home show.
Yeah, like they was in it and like, hey man, NXT is going to pick up the ball where
because it must have been promo week because everybody was cooking. It was a lot of heavy talking tonight. Then we got a Fallon Henley JCJ promo again. I like the talk. They talk. I said last night I didn't like how much talking Gunther has been doing lately. I like because everybody in NXT has something to say and they have a stake. Like they legit should be talking. Like okay,
unless it feels like it's coming off a tele. I ain't gonna forget that crying Lola Vice promo.
Oh, see,
now
why you gotta?
It was a good one, but it was bad the way it came out. But what you said was
they tricked me because I said she was lost in her emotions until I watched it again. She's Hispanic, right?
Yeah. Lola Vice. She's I want to
Then
say
that
cute.
promo was Basuda. Trash. She can
Oh,
wrestle.
she can wrestle.
She can wrestle. But, it's oh man. You know what? We got you. We're gonna set that up.
One day,
See,
one
people
day.
trying to put us against each other.
I see this.
Need the Dropout, who's one of our other co-hosts, he wants us to have a battle rap against each other because last Halloween, DNA put on a battle rap card where every person that battle can only use wrestling bars. And he said if DNA does that again, he wants me and HP to battle. Y'all want us to battle? Y'all, I think we can cut some promos on each other. That actually be fun.
Cut some promo. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. We might have to do. You know what we could do? We could do it on the predictions. And the way you win, we'll find out who wins is whoever has the most predictions right.
I got you. We're gonna do who said that? Adam, JP. We don't know you. Welcome to the family. Who do you think would win in the promo off between me and HP?
Yeah.
Oh. And when we do this, if HP wins, Adam, I will send you something.
Oh.
Yeah, we like that on Attitude Era Podcast.
I'm gonna go in.
You know, I got my every time you see me on this show like this here, this is my merch. That's my logo. This is also my merch. 24-hour karate school. That's me, the Archie Carter. So if HP beats me in the promo off, I will send you a 24-hour karate school, the Archie Carter. I lost the promo battle package.
You know what though? I'm up the ante and not up the ante. The only people who could vote are the members. Get a membership. Jump on, get a membership. You vote, and that's how you get the merch.
We're gonna put it together. We're gonna put it together. But after all the promos are talking, we got the women's gauntlet match. It was.
I was driving and watching.
Adriana Rizzo versus Brinley Reese versus Jada Parker versus Kendall Gray versus Sol Ruka versus Ren Sinclair.
Holy shit.
Bruh. Fire.
I don't know what they got them girls doing down there. I will say
they working. They putting in work because every match it gets increasingly better even if by little, that little makes a big difference. And it was a typical gauntlet match. If we tell you who came in first, second, third, fourth, we'd be here all night. But we'll tell you who won. First of all, Sol Ruka hit a crazy soul snatcher. Real low to the ground. Like very second rope. Like
hell athletic.
And but Jada Parker.
Miss Parker.
She's getting a title shot. Jada Parker, Roxanne Perez. That's gonna
tear. That actually might be the best. It may.
There's no mercy card. They're building to be something special. They're building it to be something special, and I'm looking forward to it because Roxanne Perez has slowly won me over. Jada Parker was another one who won me over. It's like two of my favorites now. You know, you got your Wendy Chu, Kalani Jordan thing. I got my Roxanne Perez, Jada Parker thing. So
I think that's an incredible job for NXT to be putting on pay-per-views where, I mean, we just looked at SummerSlam and certain matches I think you felt like we know who's going to. And we're looking at NXT going, I do not know.
Don't know.
But I feel like they could tear the house down with this. Like, each match is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they on it. Holy shit.
It's good. It's just good. It's good weekly television. And I know how hard that is because I'm actually part of a wrestling promotion now. You've heard me talk about it before. So putting on shows, it's work. And they're doing a good job in NXT. Speaking of good job, your champ had a promo after that. It was they got into little fisticuffs though after that match. So, but Jada Parker, she's got a title shot, and I'm here for it. We had Ethan Page talking his Ethan Page talk again. Promo week in NXT. everybody got A's in this class project because it wasn't a slow moment or a downbeat in this show. Even with the promos and backstage segments, it started with somebody getting beat in the parking lot.
That's how the show started.
That's an old Nitro start to a show. You know what I'm saying? Just parking lot.
But it's so dope because it changed the complexity. What you thought was going to come into the show as, oh, we got this match, these people. Oh, things just changed. And it's a little bit of storytelling to where, because we saw this with Javion Evans a few weeks back when Trick still had the title. Carmen Petrovich can then later come back when a champion is crowned. Like, I didn't get my rightful shot. I was supposed to be in it. So it sets up for some storytelling potentially if they want to go that route.
And they can. And either route would be good. I just like the direction. The spot NXT is in is very good right now. Speaking of good, we had the Good Brothers again. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. I need to take y'all to homie court. Hey, what's happening?
I don't like them getting beat week after week.
They lost to Hank and Tank.
And then it was super celebrated, which
I love Luke Gallows. I love Machine Gun Carl Anderson. New Japan winning, come out, getting bigger pops than some of the main stars in WWE, Carl Anderson. But for some reason, we don't get any of that. We didn't get any of it on main roster or NXT. And even on main roster, their best work was when it was popping up every week saying, what we going to do? Beat up John Cena. Like, they became like a comedy act, which they can do because those are two guys who don't take themselves too serious. And I think that might be part of the problem.
There you go. Because I was getting ready to say, but I think that's part of the problem. So you beat me to the punch. When I see great tag teams, even though I get it, you want to put some of this younger talent over, and you guys can make younger talent look good. But what doesn't do it for me is when I just expect you to lose, you come in and lose, and people are celebrating like, they beat the Good Brothers. Oh, bro, we knew this before the show started. Didn't nobody expect them to win because they get beat week after week. Remember when Solo beat John Cena, and then he lost like 35? They had the stat going on Twitter, 35-0 and 35. Like, he couldn't win. It's like, bro, don't do that. Let the man get wins here and there, but God, Lee, come on, bro.
But here's the thing. I could even see if they were losing and putting on bangers.
Right.
You losing a banger, hey, you lost. It was a hell of a match. We can't even say, like, there's no consolation prize other than just the fact that we get to see the Good Brothers. And I don't like that. That's not a prize I want to win because I like both of those guys. So after that, we had Sean Spears. He cut a promo. He got beat up. It's Sean Spears. I didn't
anything. I didn't make him do anything.
Bro,
I like this version of him.
Sean Spears?
If he's going to be this manipulative, like, what was that movie where the dude had multiple personalities? It's the dude who was playing Professor X.
Split?
It's like a multi-part movie, like
not Split,
huh?
Split?
I think it was Split. Where he's like this weird kind of guy, but he's also like this not mentor, but like this creepy, like, I like the character.
I don't know what they're doing with Sean Spears. That's somebody they had wrapped up with a ribbon. He was the perfect 10, Ty Dillinger. He could have been number 10 in the Royal Rumble every year, and people would have loved it. He went over to AEW. He was the chairman, Sean Spears. He never really did anything in AEW. Then he comes back and he's really not doing I don't know. He's there, but
everybody can't be so would you rather see him challenge like Obafemi or push for Obafemi title, maybe even go back and forth? Because Obafemi's a monster, but the way they're projecting Sean Spears is like he can outthink anybody.
Until he cut his hair, I don't want to see him do nothing.
Oh shit. All right, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
It's my fandom versus what my eyes are seeing. I just know how popular Ty Dillinger was. And this is the same person. It's
Well,
my Good Brothers argument. I don't want to just see you and be happy because I see you. I want to see you doing something, doing well. And it's wrestling, bro. Catch a dub. Catch a dub. Like,
if you're not gonna catch a dub, look strong in your loss. Pete Dunne lost 2 straight nights and looked great and phenomenal. If Pete Dunne was like, wait a second, don't you tell me I don't get a title shot next when I just beat Trick Williams, the fresh off a title run and blah blah blah, I'll be like, yeah, he's right. Yeah, he's right. You know what I'm saying? Because he looks.
I don't know what the character development is for it. I don't see where it's going or where it can go. Right.
I wonder if there's backstories to this. Like, hey, I can't wrestle every night. I can't do this. I can't do that. But I'm willing to do this. And that's I'm just throwing that out there. Maybe that's, you know what I mean? Because WWE has a lot of stars, and they just can't make everyone continue to be a star. I mean, they are stars.
When you leave a developmental, because it's still developmental. When you were in the Royal Rumble. You went up to main roster for a little second, went to another company, then you're back in developmental. It's just a weird path Sean Spears is on. And again, I love Ty. Like, again, that's my Mia Yim thing. I like Mia Yim. I'm not sure about Michin. That may sound weird. As I'm saying, I like peaches, but I don't like peach cobbler. It's a little weird, but I'm a little weird. So,
but some people will get it because it's like, hey, I don't like this extra crust and shit. Just give me, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like the extra crust. The crust is good.
Good crust. A nice little crust.
I'm gonna go get me some apple pie tomorrow. After I take this car for this appointment.
Peach cobbler or apple pie?
Apple pie.
Apple pie. A nice peach cobbler though?
I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
And y'all need to stop all this extra stuff y'all doing with banana pudding. We don't need all these fancy cookies and cakes. Cookie, pudding, banana, cookie, maybe a little whipped cream. That's all we need. But after Sean Spears upset me, we saw
our fat kid is talking to me.
We saw Charlie Dempsey, the new Heritage Cup holder. He had Ren Sinclair with him in the ring, and she made an open challenge for the Heritage Cup. And guess who came out to answer that open challenge? Oba Femi. So, and I bet he knows a thing or two about peach cobbler.
Here's what I would like and wonder, because at No Mercy, it's Oba Femi versus Tony D'Angelo, I believe.
Well, we didn't get that yet because during this segment, Oba Femi comes out to answer the Heritage Cup Open Challenge. Then Tony D'Angelo comes out, who just lost the Heritage Cup. And everybody's thinking, well, he wants his Heritage Cup rematch. He wanted some Oba Femi. They got a little physical, and he put my boy down with a spine buster.
Yes, and I think I think you need to. You still got to be careful. This is the Gunther problem. You got to be careful with Tony D'Angelo. He just had a nice run with that Heritage Cup.
Got to be careful with Oba Femi too.
And now you got them both going in one match.
If Tony D'Angelo had the Heritage Cup, that means he was winning on it. Damn incredible win streak.
But here's the dope part.
Oba Femi has a title, which means he's been winning. You have two people that have been booked incredibly strong going up against each other. So,
but here's the issue. It's not an issue. It's not an issue. This is a good problem, right? Because Tony D'Angelo is a specialist in a specialized match. Because that's what the Heritage Cup is. It's a specialized match. 6 round, 5 rounds, 6 round, whatever.
But it's still a wrestling match.
It is still a wrestling match. But if he gets beat by Oba Femi, and his team is like, well, the family's like, well, we got to get you back into wrestling shape because the 3-minute rounds is what.
That was a terrible accent.
Oh yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah,
bad.
You might be furthest from Italian.
We're gonna take that joint. We're gonna
put it with Sean Spears' haircut.
Throw that away.
But it's gonna be interesting because Tony D'Angelo, he's another one. When I first saw him, I wasn't a fan of the gimmick. I wasn't a fan of the mafioso, the family. I wasn't a big fan of it, but sometimes the person's in-ring work and what they do can sell you. And he sold me, and it's going to be a banger because Obafemi just had a great match with Otis.
So here going back to his Heritage Cup, right? If I expect Oba to beat Tony D'Angelo, right? However, I also expect after seeing tonight that Oba has interest in the Heritage Cup. Oba should not take any losses in a Heritage Cup. He should almost go on a Goldberg style streak where fuck losing the Heritage Cup. Who can even beat him in a 3-minute round?
It was Asuka. She never lost. She relinquished the NXT title. She didn't lose it. So,
and I think that he can do with Oba and need to.
He's definitely I don't know.
Over. He showed up on Monday Night Raw.
He been over.
So here's a question then. Typically we see people win the NXT championship when they're that over or whatever have you, right? Can someone now just win the North American title and say, let's go to get him to the main roster, and he never interfere with the NXT championship? You see what I'm saying? Like,
we've seen people go up to main roster who've never even had that amount of success in NXT. Good point. It's whatever they want to do, but that's going to be an interesting match. And after that, Gallus, they bullying the young OG Javion Evans backstage, and the hometown boy, Charlotte, North Carolina's own Cedric Alexander shows up, and I think we're going to get a nice tag between Cedric and Javion versus Gallus, which should cook.
I hope it does, and I expect it to. But with Javion, I don't like
Cedric and Javion. I think they'll have great chemistry in that ring.
No, they will. But I'd almost rather see them as opponents than like I don't know. I those last couple promos, the last couple weeks where he's giving his life story, I just felt were really weird.
We don't need it.
Yeah,
again, it could be a promo work thing. It could be let's build a backstory so we can have some B-roll footage to pull up later. But that's my Gunther thing. It's a lot of when somebody's over, just let them be over. We don't need the extra bells and whistles. That I just said, give me my banana pudding straight up. I don't need the extra stuff. But we'll see. So Gallus and Javion and Cedric that's gonna be one to watch. And after that, we just had Ashanti D Adonis. He beat Deion Lennox. I don't know what they're doing with Ashanti because him and B Fab, they just after hit roll and it came back. Swerve Strickland is out of here. He's doing his own thing. AJ Francis, Top Dollar, he's out of here. He's actually also in our members only content, rapping and performing. So, and Swerve Strickland is in our interview playlist. So that same interview that has Bret the Hitman Hart on it, that's sweeping the globe right now, Swerve Strickland's on it too. So check that out. So, and that was the show. Right back to the main event. This was
the Daddy Hunter Ashley. Joe Coffey's G says main rosters tend to be the death sentence of great gimmicks. Talking about going from NXT. Do you believe that to be true?
I do. Some gimmicks are perfect for NXT. Then some gimmicks are too big for NXT. Perfect example, Enzo and Cass. Out of here. The Street Profits to a certain point. That gimmick is too big. I think even like a Sasha Banks, the gimmick is bigger than NXT. Then some gimmicks don't work. Karrion Kross is having a hard time, but in NXT, it was killer, right? Some people gimmicks are made just for that. Then again, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano cook in NXT. Main roster is just that some things just don't translate well into the main roster, or it's like a jewelry store. You see that jewelry in that case under that bright light, that thing look good. When you take it home, it might look a little different.
That would suck. I think part of that problem though, NXT is typically stationary. So it's the same kind of crowd in the same city typically, week after week. They like what they like. Because when you start traveling, Remember how bad Philly? I mean, just around the country, man, crowds are
I
different.
agree with that partially because it's still televised.
I mean, yeah, but we don't get to see, like, when you perform in front of the same people all the time, it's like, okay. But then if I were to take you city to city, people are like, why are you getting treated like this? Well, we don't like you. You only see a small portion of what, and it's the same people. So if you're liked in that city, it can go over real well. But
good is good, and some things look good.
it's good.
It's that athlete. It's Ryan Leaf. You couldn't tell me Ryan Leaf wasn't going to tear the NFL up. Ryan Leaf got to the NFL. Who's Ryan Leaf? You know what I'm saying? But then you see like a Cam Newton who you expected to do good. Sometimes it's just the system. Sometimes it's the light. Sometimes it's the stage. Sometimes things just don't work on the main roster.
Also, and when you speak about the main roster too, the main roster is a moving train at high velocity. So when you're in NXT, you got your storylines there, and all of a sudden you go to new people. Everybody's already got something going on. So it's like, where do we fit them in? Well, we need these guys. I mean, you know what I mean? Like that's.
And what do you do to stand out? That's the thing. You have to find a way to stand out and be the hay in the needle stack some kind of way, because you clown me for this, but I watched Total Divas, and there's a lot of those divas when they first got onto the main roster, they had to figure their way out, how to stand out, who to stand with. You know what I'm saying? It's a figuring out process, and if you don't have that certain go get it thing in you, you might just get passed by. So it's a ton of reasons why people don't make it on the main roster, and everybody's story is different. I just know some people, we are witnessing the apex and best of their careers that we're going to see in WWE and NXT.
Yeah.
We just don't know who that is.
Shout out to the Instagram peoples, you know what I'm saying? Polo, the Daddy Hunter, Ashley, you know what I'm saying? We see you over there as well. Pete Taylor, as you said, how we get that Bret Hart interview. All I gotta say is, won't he do it? You know what I'm saying? Just stay consistent, stay persistent, and then,
we've been putting in work. That's how we got the Bret Hart interview.
So yeah,
you ask us how we got the Bret Hart interview. You got to ask us how we got the Kurt Angle interview. How you got the Godfather interview? How you got Marty Jannetty? How you got Booker T? Hot Tag, which is
Samantha Irvine. How you got
Samantha Irvin? I just said Swerve Strickland. Val Venus, Mr. Kennedy,
Williams. Like the list goes.
Brown. That's how we got Bret Hart, because we put in work with all of these people.
You know what's wild?
And they respect what we do. We don't. It ain't no bullshit over here. So
if you go to the interview playlist, there's about 27, 28 interviews. Then you go to Hot Tags, and there's another set of you know what I'm saying? So if you go on a quick lunch break, go swing by Hot Tags. You about to have dinner and sit down, go by the interview playlist. And, because there's some jewels in there.
Yeah.
Jacob Spot too. Oh, wait.
Yeah, he's in there. Eric Bischoff. I mean, people, we have we do good work over here. We've built great relationships over here. In all aspects of media, whether it be music, with me, Z, and DNA. DNA is arguably one of the best in the world at what he does. And, music and wrestling go hand in hand. And Trick Williams was a fan of DNA. So it made sense. Rikishi, D'Lo Brown are rap fans. They fans of what we do. So we just so happen to like wrestling. And then when other people see you do good work, and we don't try to reel people in with weird questions. So we just do good work, and you do good work, you attract good people, and we got good work done with good people. So
hard work pays off.
And this is like DNA's fourth time working with Bret Hart. So it's not like we're unfamiliar with each other. And we have a great relationship with the wrestling universe. So yeah.
So there's a great statement on Instagram. I'm gonna read it.
Go ahead.
I want to kind of dive, because it's perfect for NXT, because I've said certain things about this before. Maybe it's from a chauvinistic perspective, maybe not. I don't know. I just know what my eyes see. I know what I like on top of the wrestling, right? So the Daddy Hunter Ashley has written.
His name is the Daddy?
No. It's a her. Oh, well, I don't know. Let me not speak, because you know what? I don't know.
We respect people over here in their pronouns. We don't know.
We definitely we respect it all,
But the
but
name
I
is
assume
the
it's a female.
Daddy Hunter Ashley.
Yeah, she's hunting for a dad.
Are
Like,
you reading that right?
the daddy hunter, Ashley. Daddy, sugar daddy. Or maybe it's like a daddy. She's just talking about dad. Hey, hold on, time out. Liv was hunting for a daddy. Daddy Dom. He ain't a sugar daddy. He still likes his nuggies. She, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go super into it because I don't want to say the wrong thing. She'd be like, wait, time out.
Asuka.
But I will definitely read Trust and Believe. It's my gimmick, haha, with the happy face, with the laugh.
Hey, we like a good gimmick. I'm gonna have to go get him. Give me a follow on Instagram at the
and she is, yeah, dude, and King HP and DNA and Gama. Give us the follow, and we'll follow you back, and we'll definitely make sure. I think I know who you're a wrestler. Anyway, let me just get into the thing because I definitely want to. So, oh shit, it's scrolling up faster than okay. As a woman in this business, I feel we have it way, all caps, way harder simply because we're asked to essentially look a certain way. I clearly don't. Too thick. And then she goes on to the stuff we're saying about hard work pays off, et cetera, et cetera. Trust and believe. Haha.
Who said hard work paid off?
She's saying that. Like when we were having that conversation about the interviews and hard work and consistency. So she was just saying that. But that's the comment about females and their look.
I feel two ways about that hard work statement, but we could stay right here. I don't know. I don't personally know many female wrestlers. And y'all know my thing. I don't speak for women. I don't speak on women topics because I'm not a woman. I'm not in that position. I don't know many female wrestlers, so I don't know really the journey or the struggles they may or may not have. Yeah,
that's one of our members.
That's the reason we all here.
He's not just a client, he's the president.
A great topic. I would love to talk to you more about actually, because I don't know the woman's plight or the female athlete. I do know just from like common sense, women's bodies are different. They function different. They go through different things than men. Like, science, biology, right? But as far as in the business, I don't know many female wrestlers. Even the company that I'm a part of, it's a few. It's not like the locker room's not even half men, half women. It's majority men. But we do have female staff. They do the video work, the camera work, the board. But actually in ring, I don't know many female wrestlers. So if you say what you say, I'm just gonna agree with it. Because that's your story, and everybody's experience is different. But I would love to dive into that because that's a very actually interesting viewpoint that I don't have. I actually really never really thought about, because even when you think wrestling, you think male dominated. But I do watch. I follow Mission Pro. Mission Pro just said they were closing their doors, which is an all-female company. I do follow women's wrestlers and wrestling, but I don't know many personally.
You said you wasn't gonna dive in.
Oh, go Trey Songz, dive in.
Oh yeah, brother, I got my swim trunks on. So I get you as a woman in the business, right? There is a double standard, right? I would agree with that because I'm not gonna sit here and be a hypocrite to myself. I'll tell you out my own mouth. I've said jiggly wigglies, and I'm not going to speak on the wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to see what I like to see, but don't ever think that I don't like enjoying watching Piper Niven beat the brakes off somebody, at the same time. However, we're in a society where sex sells. Hence why when we go, I'm not going to say unfortunately or fortunately, because there's a lot of people getting rich off sex that people wish they could do that are on both sides of the fence. If you're a male, you got to have a certain look too. That's why we say the look, like a Montez Ford. Montez Ford has the look. Boom.
We're talking about women. Eva Marie.
I get you. But the same
Eva Marie, perfect example.
Hold on. The same applies to women because there is the same standard. Not the same standard like a six-pack and all that, but like a certain, like a sexual type of look. I mean, we come out of the Attitude Era. It was not puppies matches, bra and panties matches, blah 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 blah, and that was like the standard. I don't even want to see no women wrestle. They just cared how you looked. And in 2024, we have women headlining WrestleManias. We have is that standard? Is that stuff still there? I believe it to be some. Yeah, absolutely. But I will say this: if you can wrestle in 2024, we're making a lot of good progress. Because I'm looking at the roster of NXT because they're very female heavy. Everything ain't my cup of tea, but shit, can you wrestle? Oh yeah, then here we go. You know, you got my support, but everything
I'm
ain't.
surprised to hear you say that.
Yeah, I can speak
only because of your stance you take with the lack of black champions.
That pisses me off. My yes.
Yeah, it's like I said, I can't speak on the experience of it. Unfortunately, and I do mean unfortunately, like I said, hard work does pay off. But if hard work really paid off, construction workers, janitors will be rich. So it's a lot of different factors that go into things, and
that's any business. That's any business.
Yeah,
any business.
It's relationships, it's nepotism, it's
right. I mean,
it's different things.
You could look on the news, right? And you look at news anchors, females. You're not going to see a lot that don't pass what I guess we could call the eye test standard. You see some, and it's starting to change because people come in different shapes and sizes. But for a long time, if you come out the 80s, you have to look a certain way. You have to dress a certain way. You have to talk like it's a standard. Boom, 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 boom. So we're starting to change that. So shout out to all the women out there changing that. But also shout out to like a lot of other people, whether male or female, changing things like Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal is an Indian champion. Can you name another one? I can't. And that doesn't mean there aren't any. I just can't. So shout out to everyone who's breaking boundaries. Bianca Belair was just on a show with Cody Rhodes talking about showing the different type of blacks with having all the black women, because people, when you hear black, like when we've had this conversation in about like sometimes when you're a black wrestler, they want you to be like a crime time. They want you to be like, man, we're past that. It's more than just, this stereotypical bullshit. Give me an Obafemi. Give me a Wes Lee. Give me somebody like Sean Spears who speaks like this.
Don't give me Sean Spears. Give me something else. Y'all keep
give me Robert Smalls. And Robert Smalls, that's not a wrestler. If you do the history, he was, a former slave that, took over a ship and did like it's a lot. It's a lot, right? Because we always hear Martin Luther King and MLK. But tell me about Benjamin Maneker. With the women, you got Wendy Chu of Asian descent. You got Lola Vice, who's the first. I don't want to mess up her ethnicity, but she definitely talks about her ethnicity, and that's dope because she's trying to make a difference. No, I don't want to say that. You know what I'm saying? Because people take it personal, and they should. They should be prideful of where they come from and watching your family. Putting your family on and being the first and breaking boundaries. That's all dope. And at the same time, NXT is diverse. Ethan Page, I assumed him to be Caucasian. He's the NXT champion. That man can wrestle, and he about to fight Joe Hendry. And if he ain't prepared, Joe Hendry about to wipe the floor. I don't think Joe Hendry gonna wipe the floor with him. But like that's what I like to say. Just diverse. Who can wrestle? Screw all this. But don't get me twisted. I'm a dude. If I see something jiggling,
oh man,
I'm gonna enjoy it.
The views of King HP are the views of his only.
Again, but if you can't wrestle, I see something jiggle, I'll still use you as a bathroom break.
My thing is, if you step in a wrestling ring,
oh, that's fire. She's one of only 5 women promoters or so in the country. So there's not. Definitely give us the follow.
That's what I said. I want to check it out.
Yeah, we definitely. I
watch Glow. I watch Glow.
Gorgeous ladies of wrestling, and they all
have a book.
Big Birth wasn't gorgeous. To me, personally.
I have a book. It's like a history of women's wrestling somewhere, in this house, because I really like me and HP. We champion women wrestlers here all the time.
Yeah. And next line of NXT, we always talk about
Indie Attitude, where I highlight indie wrestlers, and a lot of that would be female athletes, because I do think the shine needs to be brighter on the indie side of the wrestling game, but just women in general, because women are making strides. My thing is, when you step in the wrestling ring, be safe, and And one thing, one of my mentors, Alvin Stowe, taught me before he passed was, no matter where you light a candle, it's going to shine. So if you feel like you got that in you, you just keep shining, and people eventually see your light. But again, I would love to know more about that.
I'm gonna definitely say this too. And this is gonna sound like a plug, but it is a plug. But I would say get the memberships, because there's certain perks you'll read in here about chats and certain things like that where we get to have these conversations, and you never know what might come up as content one day, and then you never know who's watching the content. So, because we can do more one-on-one, because I don't want to turn this into a, you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, I do see certain things that should, like, let's have this conversation. You know what's
speaking of that, I don't want to cut you off, but we have an interview with Jacqueline talking about women wrestling and pioneers, and we also have an interview with Samantha Irvin. So in that same playlist where you see the new Bret Hart interview, you scroll down a little bit, you will see Jacqueline and Samantha Irvin. So we get it where we fit in. But we definitely are pro athlete, I'm pro women.
It's on our the Daddy Hunter Ashley, and also for anyone else, it's on go to our YouTube. Once you go to the Attitude Era Podcast YouTube, it's already set up where you'll see home, you'll see shorts playlist. Yeah, exactly. And then you can click subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like and comment. Also get the word out. And on top of that,
interview tab,
there's the new membership thing where, and you read some of the perks, and we have 3 different tiers. We have the NXT tier, which is the developmental, and that's the $4.99. Read the perks, see if that suits you. Go, if not, go to the Raw SmackDown tier, $9.99, and see if that suits you. It has a lot more perks. And then there's one that's even further than that, and that's where you come in with the gaming with the gang. Remember Thursday we'll be ganging with
gaming. Any gamers in here,
that's a good one.
I said tap in and get tapped out. So yeah, we do live. We give you live and new content free 7 days a week, and we also have stuff beyond the paywall, which is exclusive shows, exclusive interviews, exclusive music and performances. So you'll see that. You saw the trailer, right? But yeah, NXT was fire tonight. No Mercy is going to be fired. We got to do predictions. I'm excited about it. If you haven't seen the Bret Hart interview, please check that out. If you haven't seen the Sid Vicious interview, please check that out. And tomorrow we are dropping a double up featuring King Booker. And Sunday we are dropping a hot tag with Booker T. What's a hot tag? A hot tag it's not quite an interview. It's a quickie.
It's a quickie.
Hey, we couldn't say we was having a quickie with Booker T, because that'll sound kind of crazy.
That's a pause moment. However, but if you're on your lunch break, you got 20 minutes or so, and you're like, I only got a couple minutes. Hit the hot tag.
Hit the drive-through. You can't sit down and eat. Hit the drive-through. Mm-hmm. So the hot tag is just it's not quite an interview, but I call it a legendary moment with a legend. That's what I call it. We got hot tags with Booker T. We got hot tags with Kane. We got hot tags with Kurt Angle. Go look at it. We got a hot tag with the Sandman, and it was a hot tag, all right. So yeah, man. And then the interviews are interviews, and then the rest of the content's the rest of the content. HP, if you don't got nothing else, we dropped the Cody Rhodes thing today.
Yo, shout out to Gamaj. He's our interview guy. What'd you call him? Boots on the ground.
Fanatics Fest. He was all up and through there. And
when we say boots on the ground, he's there. Like,
yeah, he's there.
Go follow him on social media. You'll see what I'm talking about.
He's there. And follow me at the Archie Carter on everything. My album Good Karma's on the way. It's done. I'm gonna have to. I just dropped the Fallout album a few months ago, and Good Karma's on the way. So yeah,
I am very happy to hear that. So make sure you guys are following. He's got playlists. He's got a YouTube channel. I got a YouTube channel. DNA has a YouTube channel. That I know off right off the top of my, I'm just boom, boom, boom. So make sure to follow all that, because again, at the end of the day, you might see some cross promotions.
Yeah, we do. This is the Attitude Era. We do wrestling here. Wrestling, maybe a little rap, little battle rap, hip hop, but I do music myself. I have a whole channel I do. HP does the Marvel, the DC, the content. That's his thing. So and Z, he's also a battle rapper, and Gamaj.
He was just on the Trenches card, if you're familiar with
Gamaj
that.
is Gamaj, and we are As We Are Podcast. You rolling something before we go, HP?
Nah, but we're gonna highlight new members. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Ashley Mayberry, thank you for becoming a member and subscribing, and that's fire. So
we got we drop
member.
weekly content, plus you get 2 new shows every week. 1 week is a rotation, right? So you get DNA show, then me and HP show. Then the next week you get HP show and my show in a every other week rotation. So you're getting new content. You get new and live content every day.
Did you say DNA's content?
Huh?
Because DNA's show is already out. I believe mine's gonna release Friday. It's gonna be Friday or Saturday, but
and then I'll be
following, right?
Yeah, so it's boom, boom, boom. It's like that.
On top of the fact, like you said, we got our show. They got us 3 episodes already out. Bong.
Yeah, 3 episodes that they got us. DNA's top 5. Mine is cold food. HP's is near fall, and we have a new one that's gonna be. Yeah, it's like that over here. When I say tap in, we active. Tap in because we're really active, and we give you new and live content 7 days a week. We don't ask for anything. We're just telling y'all about what we doing over here.
Fire. Instagram's popping. Fire.
Shout out to everybody on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, follow me at the Archie Carter. Real simple. I follow back because I want to know what y'all doing too. Like you got music, you battle, you whatever you a clown in the Universal Circus. You got a cooking channel. Whatever you do, I want to check it out too. Because if you give me your time to check out what we do, I want to check out what y'all do. You see on the screen right now, our man Vinny. Vinny's been tapped in for a while. We game. When we say gaming with the gang, Vinny's part of the gang. So we game with Vinny. We talk. Sometimes we just talk. I ain't gonna lie. We be bullshitting sometimes. Be late. We just be talking. So and
matter of fact, Vinny, just because you asked that question and you are a member, I'm not gonna jump on long, Vinny, but I'm gonna jump on these. I'm gonna jump on them sticks here right after this. I got an early morning
like that. And DNA is a notorious late night gamer. I'm about to spill the beans, people. If you like DNA,
hey, he ain't lying when he said late night. Oh shit!
We be in different time zones sometimes, and we get that text, that message getting on. But every Thursday, if we're not live, we play like this Thursday. We dropping the Booker T Wednesday, so we probably gonna do some classic Booker T matches. Might do Booker T versus Booker T because the double up is Booker T.
Drops tomorrow at 6 for everybody, but it's probably gonna drop tonight for members because somebody's got to stay up till that shit gets out.
Somebody's HP.
I like it. Totally just snapped it. Yo, damn, bit of transparency. So we're all real people. You guys are real people. You have your own lives going on. We have our own lives going on. And a lot
You're not real, man. What movie that was on?
Hey, life be lifing.
Life be lifing.
I'll say it like that. So definitely, but one thing we definitely want to do is make sure these members get taken care of, whether you are on the Patreon or you're on the YouTube. YouTube is a little bit easier in a sense for this because we see right now. Patreon.
Oh yeah, my first they got us was Yokozuna. When did you realize Yokozuna was not Japanese? He was actually part of Samoan NOIE family. My first
right now.
I just told the guys this earlier today. My first cold food is gonna be Fake Diesel and Fake Razor Ramon. I know y'all remember that, and if you don't, I'm gonna remind you of how cold that was.
I'm gonna say mine. The first near fall is we got to be perfect, right? Because my first near fall is not gonna go to the members. It's gonna go to everyone. Yeah. And after that, it's gonna be Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, because we giving y'all the first, we giving it to you. And if you decide you like it and want more,
Lulu, welcome back. Instagram gang.
So
Instagram gang.
But yeah, and then this is normally how the recaps go. We tackle the card, we get the wrestling out of the way, then we just kick it with y'all because we appreciate every one of y'all tuning in. We appreciate all the love on the Bret Hart interview. We appreciate all the media outlets that picked up the Bret Hart interview. I mean, I can't even list them all, but
Wrestling Purist.
Wrestle Ops, Wrestling News, WrestleMania, anything
No
wrestling
Q.
what culture wrestling. Like our Bret Hart interview has picked up a lot of steam. Our Sid Vicious interview picked up a lot of steam. We got Booker T hot tag dropping next. We dropped the Cody Rhodes piece today, and that wasn't scheduled. It was something that happened. So if you got to follow YouTube, hit the notification button, and then you find out. Like we just go live randomly sometimes, and if something happens, we talk about it. So
you know what's wild, Vinny? That happened like almost 2 weeks, not 2 weeks in a row, but like twice in a month. And when you really think about it, when people start going through those interviews, you're gonna see a lot more viral.
You're gonna see a lot more, because
and a lot of go ahead.
It's people who you don't see sit down with people too often, and they took time to sit down with us, and we talking about legends, Hall of Famers, WWE Hall of Famers have sat down with us, current AEW stars, former AEW stars, people that wrestle all over the world, New Japan, like wrestler stars from the 80s, even who I think Marty Jannetty might be the one furthest back we go. No, we got an interview with IRS, Ted DiBiase, Mean, Haku, and Tugboat and Tatanka. So we golden era, we attitude era, we ruthless aggression era, we every era of wrestling over here.
Hey, just to say, hey, I love the fact that we do love the passion. Think that y'all love the passion. Life be life, and I ain't gonna hold you. Some asshole, I'm gonna say it. Some asshole, some jackass. Be careful in whatever city you may be in. Is out there throwing nails in the road.
Oh man,
I had 3 nails, one in every different fucking tire, and shit. You know what I mean? AC just went out. That we got that fixed.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was hot than a mug. I was on live, like, damn, I gotta take this fucking hoodie off. And my kids was suffering because they was like, Dad, it's hot. I'm like, no, it's just y'all. Then later,
I actually enjoy this because wrestling is something I enjoy. Our homegirl, Dita Machine, she just put out a post about Mission Pro Wrestling closing and what that meant to her and how that was a safe space for her and how that got her back into feeling better about herself and her, her situation she was in. Things became better and wrestling was kind of her escape. Wrestling takes me back to being a kid again at my grandma's house, rolling around on the carpet with my cousins. You know what I'm saying? Like those times and memories, I ain't rolling around with them now, but that little kid in me, when I talk to y'all, it's the excitement there. It's those memories that come up. And wrestling is an escape from all the bullshit in the world, even if it's for 2 to 3 hours. That's what it is. And, I wrestled up into college and, it just means something to me in that aspect. It's attached to good parts and good points of my life. So no matter how, I don't care how you feel about it, whether you think it's real or fake, the old days are better, the new days are better. All opinions are welcome here. So it's just one of those things for me, and I just really enjoy it. We appreciate you. I'm glad you found us. We got a lot of new eyes on us now because we hit 10,000 subscribers a couple weeks ago, and now since our Psycho Sid interview took off and our Bret Hart interview is taking off, we're getting new eyes and welcome to the family. It's just we just kicking it like peoples.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. I say this like, hey man, join with the membership, but become family because there's gonna be polls and stuff to go up. Like for me, for near fall, I'm going to take it to where I put up who I would like to be next, and I'm gonna just take a poll. And whoever y'all vote, I'm gonna do the research. That's why it's like I'm going to sit there, and it's a lot to watch matches, to go back and find house shows and find it's a lot. And life be lifing. When you got 3 flat tires,
y'all in and where the good taco spots at, because I be rapping and I be back and forth. I'll be back in Louisiana. This weekend I'll be back in Louisiana, getting it in with my Pro Wrestling 225 family. Just did Mississippi, just was in Austin. So I just want to know what cities y'all in so I can connect with y'all when I'm on the road doing my The Archie Carter rapper thing. So Vinny, we're gonna start the next show with an HP story. I think we own one. I might
Lulu,
start
Lulu
recording our
516.
phone calls and make the HP Story phone calls a
We,
picture.
yo, in the chat, this is for Instagram, Twitter. If you want that, but it would be in the memberships because we are wrestling / battle rap, but like, obviously you see how we kind of like intertwine a little bit, but like, if you want that, I'll make it a show, but it would be for memberships only because I don't want to detract. You know what I mean? I don't want to detract.
It'd be a specialty match.
It would be like a specialty. I would do it. I would do it. Trust me. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's why I don't ever like to say what my career was. Because at the end of the day, then people go,
If
oh,
y'all ever get this story I got about him.
That's the funniest part because that's not even. Oh my God. Oh my God. What video was it?
That was the last NXT recaps. It was only a week.
Last NXT. Go to the last NXT recap. Hit 4440. It's in the description. King HP's Black Mother Trump. What I did to my mother with my sister. It's funny now. It wasn't funny at the time because I got my ass whooped. The black off me, and I'm dark. But
he was my color.
I was.
Yeah, Vinny,
no.
you one of the day ones. I got to get you, send you some the Archie Carter merch, man. I know. Yeah. Hey, I got. You know what? I worked.
We should make that a perk. Birthday shout out.
Prior to this, I worked 15 years full time in radio for Radio 1. So I have my stories are more like tour stories and some stuff that might have happened in studios or with your favorite rappers or entertainers, but people I've interviewed, like when Barack Obama was running for president, I had the chance to interview him. I met 50 Cent at the height of 50 Cent. You know what I mean? That was the world I was in at the time. So yeah, hey, one of your favorite R&B singers hit on me one time. You know, I got stories. So
I want to know who, goddammit. I got a lot of favorites. Yeah, man.
You know, hey, we'll get there. We'll get there. But
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna say what I used to do, but I had a 23-year career. So I'll leave it at that. I got plenty of stories.
And if y'all want it, we'll give it to y'all. But I think we gave y'all everything we got tonight. NXT recaps are almost my I holler at you, Vinny, since you people.
Well, hold on, it might be story time with Archie.
Not tonight. It's getting the drop kids offline in the morning time with Archie. So
facts.
Hey,
and
no,
I got a whole
no. Hey, Vinny, listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying to you. It's not Keisha Cole. I got those stories too, but this was a man.
Well, what the fuck?
It was one of your favorite male R&B singers.
Hey, whatever floats the boat. You know what I mean?
That boat ain't float.
So, I know a lot about boats.
So yeah, but Vinny, see, I didn't hook them.
Dog, you don't hook me. You don't get it. And they're members, so I'm putting every comment up.
Yeah, and I have, bro. It's not anybody. I've met plenty of people. I've been in record deals. I spent a year in New York, signed to a label. I'm not gonna mention that.
Hold on, man, because y'all make me. I don't advocate brands because you never know who might give us a deal. But I am having my sippable.
I'm trying to pull up something real quick so y'all don't think I'm. What the kids say?
And they gonna see this and be like, "I thought you said you wasn't." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I got a job interview tomorrow."
I can't put it out. I can't pull it up. But next time I got proof of everything I'm saying. So, and also, you know how
you got 69 people in here right now, and this freaky ass dude, he a fan. Hey, literally has 69 people in here too.
It shocked me when bro was hitting on me. Yeah, but I'll tell the story one day. No big deal. They might not appreciate it, but you shouldn't have.
I'm with you.
You shouldn't have did it.
I'm with you. I tell some stories. I have wild ones. And it's all good.
Oh Lord.
Damn. I'm gonna take this one off the screen just in case. You know what I mean?
I feel like a Tubi movie. What are
Hey,
you doing?
shout out to you, Lulu. Lulu said she met Mr. Perfect and Rhino, who we do have an interview.
We have an interview with Rhino.
Hey, did we put that one out?
It was, we had some very bad audio.
So
That
we're
trying to fix the audio on it, but we do have an interview with Rhino, and in that interview, he told us his top 5 spears and how he started doing the spears. And I think it was Tracy. Was it Tracy?
No, you can't let the cat out.
I be talking too much.
Hey, trust me, I'm long-winded too, so I do the same. So
yeah, but yeah, the Rhino interview was fire. I actually enjoyed that Rhino interview. Yeah,
and our man Gamaj was out there getting it because Gamaj got that interview. Yeah, Bret Hart. He was there for Bret Hart. He was there for Sid.
He set us off with the Sid interview. So
that is crazy, absolutely crazy. I was trained. Oh shit! Well, shout out to you, and also my condolences because both of the Wild Samoans have now passed. So you having any type of relationship with them, my condolences to anyone who's met or.
I'm trying to pull this thing up, but I can't. I'm gonna have somebody have the photo. I got the photo evidence, everything I'm saying. So of the people I've met and things I've done. So yeah,
I've been to George Bush's house, senior.
Why?
Because of my past career.
Oh, I got you. You know
what I'm saying?
I got you.
I've met a lot of people. I've been to a lot of places. I've eaten cat, and I'm allergic to them motherfuckers.
In Africa, of all places.
I've been to 30 different countries in Africa. I've been around the world. I'm well traveled. I'm well versed. So it's like.
Have you seen the soft ground wrestling league in Africa?
No.
No.
I've seen it on TV, but I've not.
They don't have a ring. They wrestle.
No, in the dirt. And I've seen it.
Eminem just went there, and Cody Rhodes, who we dropped a piece on today, he says he's going to buy them a ring, and so they can have an actual ring to wrestle in soft ground. So
I've heard some little bit of negativity though, but the negativity is not confirmed, so I don't want to spread it. But they were saying that the person who's been promoting them saying X, Y, and Z about them that may or may not be true. So they're trying to figure it out. That was the last I saw. Once I seen that,
be negativity in everything you do. It's some people who don't like us. How could you not like us?
Facts.
I'm adorable.
I am who I am.
So, and I'm a little sleepy right now. I'm gonna tap in with y'all on Instagram. Fuck. You ain't gonna sleep no time soon. I see what's
I got a whole thing of coffee. It's a second joint.
But you don't have to drink it. That's the thing.
Hold up. We got members only chats on YouTube, and we got Vinny's up. Ashley, I ain't saying that whole Daddy Hunter joint. I can't. You Ashley to us. You know what I'm saying? DNA may even be up. You know, it's the cheesy grins. Who's got the cheesy grin? Is it me? my cheesy grin is authentic though.
I'm the Cheshire Cat over here. Alice in Wonderland.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna try the YouTube membership live chat tonight.
Well, let's get off here and see how that works. So we about to tap out. We will see y'all tomorrow. We are dropping the Double Up featuring Booker T tomorrow in a few hours for members. And Sunday, the hot tag with Booker T drops. And if we don't see y'all on either one of those days, Friday night SmackDown. During the main event, we go live, then we get right into it just like we do tonight. And this weekend, you can catch me back in Louisiana doing my Pro Wrestling 225 thing. And we will see y'all in a little bit. I am the Archie Carter. You about to run something? I can't even talk.
Yeah. You know the other.
Oh yeah, I'm the Archie Carter. That's King HP. This is Attitude Era Podcast. NXT recap. Booker T tomorrow. Friday night SmackDown recap. And we'll see y'all then. We going to the chat, people, right after this.
YouTube memberships.
New and live content 7 days a week only on Attitude Era Podcast. Sunday, new exclusive interviews and hot tags with people like Bret Hart, Booker T, Kurt Angle, to name a few. Monday, it's the live Monday Night Raw recap. Tuesday, it's the live NXT recap. We go live during the main event, then we talk about the whole show. Wednesdays, we double up. Double Up is a series where we take one wrestler, compare their works, and decide which character was best. First episode was Razor Ramon versus Scott Hall. Thursday is Gaming with the Game, WWE 2K24 all day. Tap in and tap out. Come game with the game. Friday, SmackDown recap. Saturdays, if it's a PLE, well, we got predictions and recap after. And if something breaks in the wrestling world during the week, we do that too. So make sure you subscribe to YouTube and have the notification button hit, because we can go live at any time. Peace. Put my glasses on. I'm going game. You heard me? Gotta. No. What the? See, HP done did something, because I'm still live and he's not. I've taken over. What my man said? I'm the captain now. I don't know. We're going to see if HP pop back in. But if not, man, for real, thank each and every one of y'all who can see me. I don't know where I'm at right now. Could be YouTube, could be Twitter, could be Instagram, could be none, could be all three. But I just want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all who tune in, each and every one of y'all who watched the Bret Hart interview or any of the other interviews we have on Attitude Era Podcast. Thank you. You watched the original content. Thank you. You sharing, you retweeting, you reposting, you just up watching. You might not say nothing. You might not even be subscribed. Thank you too. You might not like none of this. Guess what? Thank you too. It's all just thanks and positive vibes from me to you. Again, like I said, I hope this week is good to you and good for you. And like always, I'm sending positive vibes your way. I think if I just press leave, I'll leave, but I don't know, because this is what HP does. So on that note, good night again. We will see y'all when we see y'all. Peace.